me know. Ajala, do your work. Lesson is coming in. As meet her. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Or good evening. Today we are starting our class. For those that are not aware, the YouTube link has been sent to your so that will make our job easier for today. So let's start. Today we'll be looking at farmers. So let's consider farmers' accounts. Okay. Good evening, everyone. If you can hear my voice, please can I get your correspondent? Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
The topic we'll be considering today is called the farmers' account. Farmers' account is one of those that is also germane for the exam. So when we talk about farmers' account,
Sir, your voice is echoing.
okay, you say you can't hear my voice very well. How about now?
Oh, it's
Your voice is echoing.
Okay, it's echoing.
Yes, sir.
How about like this?
It's still the same.
It's still echoing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I might have to check. Is it all right?
Yes.
It's okay, sir.
If it's okay now, so we can move on.
Oh wow, it's still echoing.
It's still the same.
It's
The
still the
voice
same.
is still echoing. Okay, how about now? Can you hear me well?
It's better, but it's still echoing, but it's better than before.
Okay. Okay, I think it's the. I'm trying to make sure that there's no network on my phone. So that is it. There's network now. Can we go on?
Yes, sir.
You want it like that. Is it? It's a mistake. Okay, class, let's quickly start. So the topic we are considering today is called farmers account. And from the document I've given to you, we'll be looking at farmers account as they relate to the transaction. You can hear me loud and clear, see. Or you still echoing?
Still echoing.
It's echoing. I can't hear you clearly, sir.
disturbing.
Okay.
Maybe we should start the
Okay,
meeting
let me
from
try to lower the volume from this. I want to mute. How about now? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, but it's still echoing.
Still echoing.
Still echoing. So what would I
Yeah.
made it to be echoing? Because I made sure
So
I
I
switch
use
off everything
multiple
that has
devices.
to do with my voice. If it's still echoing, then maybe I have a lesson to quickly look at.
So are you using multiple devices?
Yes. I have muted the first one, so you can't. But is it all right now?
Yeah, it's all right now. It's all right now.
Yes, it's very okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Alright.
What we are considering now is called the farmer's account. Are you there? Is it clear
Yes,
now?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can start. So we say, unto God be glory, honor, and adoration. Almighty God and Father, we thank you for the little we are about to start. We pray, God Almighty, that the little will be more than enough. Inshallah, we
Amen.
crown all our effort with success.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay,
Amen.
today's topic is farmer's account. And what we'll be looking at in farmer's account is something that is very germane and fundamental. And like one thing I always let you know, because this class is targeted towards the ICANN class ATS 2. I always want you to know what are the fundamentals that you need to know anytime you are given this topic and you need to know what to do. I want you that farmer's account is one of the topics that is usually pops up when you are writing your ATS 2 exam. For farmer's account, you get to see that it's one of the topics that equally has been asked in the last 10 diets. You've seen it being asked 3 times: March 2011, March 2014, and September 2018. So what you are having there is something that tells us that these are the things that you need to learn. So okay, let's go on. Farmer's account, in order to, it's an account in order to ascertain the result of operation for a particular accounting period. Are you there now? It's usually the practice to prepare the account of any organization. Now, what I would like us to note very well is that when we are talking about farmer's account, are you there now? The aim of farmer account, are we there now? We look at it as what we call record keeping of agriculture. Are we there now? Or we can say agricultural activities. Are we together? So the
Yes.
aim of farmers' accounts, are you there now? It talks about record keeping of agricultural activities. And when you look at agricultural activities, there's a standard that talks about agriculture. Are we there now? We have IS2, which talks about inventory. Because anything you prepare in agriculture, you have inventory. You also have IAS 41, which guides agricultural, are we there now, activities. So why we still have farmers' accounts, which in the old syllabus we call miscellaneous, and we still have it on our account, is because we still have what we call a standard guiding it. So when you talk about agricultural produce, you still have all this in that. But this one, I want you to know, when you get to professional level, we're going to look at this as a major topic. But for us, in your own level, is the ability to be able to record the agricultural activity of any organization. Are you there? That is into farming. So are we getting that now? So what are the main books of account that we should prepare? When you are talking about farm account. Are we there now? Farm account are prepared in a way that will make it easy to determine the result of each line of product. And when we talk about that, the financial statement consists mainly the following. You have what we call the statement of profit or loss, the statement of financial position, and the statement of gross output. These are unique accounts that you get to see in farmers' account. So what is the statement of profit or loss aim to get? This is where the gross profit is determined. And when you talk about the gross profit, are we there now? And this profit or loss is still the same thing that we have known before. Our ability to prepare the statement of profit or loss in order for us to know what is the profit. The difference between total income and expenses is now termed as the net profit. Then the statement of financial position is still the same record that we have known in our other way of preparing accounting. But the new thing that you will be seeing here is what called the statement of gross output. What is the statement of gross output? This statement is prepared whenever the operation of a farming business are many. And that will let me take you to something in our record. I have said that at level, we'll be looking at IAS 2, IAS 41. Now, what are we trying to look at here? Is that we are looking at the activities of farming. In the activities of farming, we can easily categorize them into two main products in terms of what they do, their products item. We have what we call the arable, we have what we call the crop, and we have what we call the livestock. So are you there now? Under the crop, you'll be seeing items like what we call the arable. You'll be seeing things like what we call the arable, then we also have what we call the plantation. Now, of this fact, I want you to know, let's look at what a farmer can engage in terms of his own business. You can have a farmer that will only just do what we call one product. We'll talk about what we call a one product farmer. He's only producing one product. Are you there now? Or you can talk about a farmer that talks about what we call multiple products. Multiple what? Products. That means apart from producing, he can produce both crop and livestock.
Excuse me, sir. I can't
Yes,
see
please.
what you wrote. I can't see what you wrote that start from B. Start with B.
Okay, what we are saying is that a farmer can be in the business nature of the farmer. You can be a one product farmer that is only either just producing crop, you just in crop only. Are you there now? Or is just doing livestock only. Are we together now? So a farmer can either just be a one product person only, or is somebody that will just be doing what we call somebody who will just be a one product person, or somebody who will just be doing what we call multiple products. Multiple products is whereby it's producing one and two. It's producing two products. Maybe it's producing crop and producing livestock, and it's producing two crops. Are you there now? So when you get to see that, why are we learning this? Is because whichever is the nature of the business will determine how our accounting will be like. And if you remember from what I just said, from the record I was giving to you, from here, we said that we have what we call statement of gross output. And that's why I have to go there. That a farmer business may be involved in the cultivation of different crops and rearing of different animals. So what you now have to do is that if he's rearing different animal and different crop, you cannot put all the cost into one item. And that is why we are saying that if that be the case, there's a need for us to prepare a statement of gross output. Now, statement of gross output can be tested in your exam as a particular question. instead of bringing it inside the farmer accounts proper. Note very well that statement of gross output can be brought in. And what is statement of gross output? This is what I want us to see. So when you talk about statement of gross output, I believe you guys can see what we have there. Now, can you see what that is? What we call statement of gross output slash. Sometimes you have some people, some authors call it statement of gross products account. Now, the statement of gross output is aimed in order for you to determine what is the gross output for a multiple product farmer, for a multiple product work class farmer, for a multiple product work class farmer. Are you with me?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you there?
Yes,
So
sir.
when you are talking about this, we are saying that for a multiple product farmer, what you need to understand is that when a multiple product farmer is producing, he will have to what? Classify. It's like when you are talking about departmental account. Under this one, is going to classify, and these are the things I want you to learn. Is that if you look at what we have up on top, we are having the issue of multiple in terms of what we call the income and that. But I don't want you guys to get scared. Gabriel, is there any questions? Hello, Gabriel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. I would love if all of you can mute your mic so that when I'm talking, I won't get the hello back from you guys. Okay, do we get that now? So that's what we call the gross output. Now I'm going to let you know something so that you don't get confused. How do we draw the gross multiple product? So when we talk about the statement of gross output, are we there now? Which we have said is called the gross output, or I told you some other people call it the gross product account. Is actually aimed to do something. Bring together two items for companies, organizations that operate, as in farmers that operate more than one product. Crops. Can you guys give me an example of any crops? Maybe I say maize.
Rice and yam.
Rice and what?
Yam.
Okay, you are saying yam. Yam and rice.
Yes.
For livestock, what can you give me?
Fowl.
Chicken.
And goat.
Fowl.
Pardon?
Fowl and goat.
Fowl. Okay. You said fowl.
Yes.
Okay.
Fowl.
I will write it the way you call it. Fowl and what?
Goat.
Fowl.
And goat. Okay. So you guys like fowl because all what I've seen here is eating. Now I want you to know that this thing is all about two sides. And the two sides are as follows. The first sign of up here is about you knowing what are all the incomes. And the incomes consist of what we call the sales. You can also call the revenue. Or we can talk about what we call the turnover that you are going to make or that has been recorded when you are preparing the farmer's account. Other things that also fall here as income is the item of what we call subsidy. Is what we call what class? Subsidies.
Subsidy.
Now, note very well, subsidy is what the government will give you. Are you getting me now? In terms of what you are doing. Maybe you are into farming and the government look at it that, okay, you need money. Subsidy is a form of income to you in order to reduce your burden of doing business. So the government will decide to give you a subsidy. Another thing you can also have is what we call the home consumption. The home what class? Consumption. I will want to write on this home consumption very well. Because the home consumption has to do with when the government, when you, the farmer, decided to consume some of your products. Are you there now? Now, that simply means that what you should have sold what you have saw, what technically you should have called people to come and buy from outside. You are not telling them that they should, that you are going to be the one to consume it. So when you look at this, it's technically something telling you about item that would have come to you as an income, but you have consumed it yourself. Now, let me ask this. Maybe something will prompt in your mind. You are selling rice, and instead of you selling the bag of rice to somebody, you decide to consume it. Are you still going, will you still go out and go and buy such rice?
No.
No, sir.
No. So what does that mean? It means that the money that you would have realized by selling that rice, you have consumed it. That's why when you get to home consumption, which I'll be explaining later, you get to see that the home consumption is it also have its own corresponding entry, which we are going to refer to as what called drawings. Now, that's what we have. Now, the next aspect that we have here is the income side. Is now what we call the cost of sales. The cost of what class? Sales. In the cost of sales, the first thing we have here is what we call the opening. We have the first item that we have here is called the opening inventory. So what we have first here is called the opening inventories. So the opening inventories, don't forget our Naira sign. It's going to be here. Then you also consider what is your purchases. Are we there now? You also consider what is your work class, your purchases. Are you with me? So we have our purchases. Then at the end of the day, we now consider what is our closing inventories. The closing inventory will be deducted. And having deducted our closing inventory, at the end of the day, we are going to have a value. Now, what I have done here is the ability to know what is our income asset and what is our what? Cost of sales aspect. So in order for me to now get what is the gross output, the rule now says this is A and this is B. So you're going to subtract A from B. So whatever is the difference between these two items, the difference between this and this will give you the value here. The difference between this and this, are we there? Will give us the answer here. And then the difference between this and this, are we there, class? Will give us this. Then the difference between this and this will also give us this value. Is there any question for me?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Any question?
Yes, sir. Sir, please, why are we adding on consumption to the to get
Thank
the
you.
income?
Home consumption is being added because it's a form of income. Are we getting that now? So when we are preparing our record, home consumption is, are we there now? It's being added because it's a form of income. It's like an expenses that you would have made. Are you getting me? So that is why we are adding it. Any other question? Any other question?
I didn't get your explanation.
I said home consumption, are you there now? Is also an
Yes, sir.
example of what you would have made as an income. And that's why I will likely want to do something. I was thinking that I won't do that before. Look at it. I say home consumption. It is common in this type of business that the farmer, the laborer, together with their household, consume reasonable value of the produce of the farm. When this happens, the value of that item consumed will be charged against the farmer's current account or his drawings. So what we are now doing here is that when it's being charged against the current account, that current account is a form of saying this is a form of income that he would have made but he has decided to consume. Are you getting that now? So own consumption, the double entry for own consumption is that you debit the drawings and credit the product account. Do we get that now?
Okay.
Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
another
sir.
way that this can
Yes,
also
sir.
play out is a situation
Yeah.
whereby the own consumption, are you there now?
Yeah.
But that is not the format that we have here. Is that some people
Excuse
will
me,
tell
sir.
you that, yes?
And you said
Any
you
question?
debit the drawings. What account are we crediting?
You will be crediting the trading or product account, and that crediting of the product account is what you guys have from what I have done here in the income account up here. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Any
Yes, sir.
question for me?
Yes, sir. I have a question, sir.
Okay. Yes, go on.
Okay, sir. In how do we calculate the value of that own consumption? Let's assume
Thank you.
how do we calculate it to know that okay, we can't compare it with the market price.
Thank you. Now you see, okay, Daniel, Gabriel,
okay, sir.
for your own level here, to really be factual with ourselves, that value would have been given to you.
Okay, sir.
Are you there, Gabriel?
All right. Yes, sir.
That value would have been given. But for knowledge purpose, are you with me, Gabriel? In
yes,
practice, that value can be ascertained. How they will ascertain such value is very simple. And that is what I'm going to explain to you now. How you can ascertain such value is very, very simple. And how is very, very simple is that the valuation of inventory will come into place. So you have somebody who is a cost accountant that will get to know what was the amount that they've used to plan, and they will know what is the amount of the transaction of the product at the point of consumption. But for your whole purpose, for your exam's sake, for your ATS 2, are you there now? ICANN exam, the value would have been provided. Any other question? Is there any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to quickly do now is to give you a class exercise, and I want to see if you guys can give me the amount. So you are going to just solve this for me. So what you are going to do is that you're having a class exercise now. So let's quickly just have this. Compute the gross output for Buhari farm given the following. So I'll just come here. I'll just say cow. We have cow. We have goat. We have millets. What did they produce again in the north? That way, maybe you also have what we call, we have goats and pardon?
Granite.
How kilo pe?
Granite.
Granite. You can see somebody who is from the north. Okay, that is the question. So I want you to give me answer. So you all have 10 minutes. Oh, sorry, 5 minutes. And your time starts now. I'm waiting. I guess you are all there. Are we all there?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We are
sir.
still.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'm writing.
Okay, yeah, so. When you are through today, you are going to share you guys are going to put it on front of your camera. I will see the way you have presented your answer. And that is one thing I'm going to also teach you today. So what's the answer?
I'm done, sir.
Okay.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Who is the first person?
Favor.
Okay, favor. Okay, class. Let's see the grammar of favor. So, favor, why you say you are done? Let's see. What have you done? Let's see. What have you done? Favor, you have the floor.
I'm trying to look for my camera.
Okay, what we will just do in order to make our job easier, favor, I think I can see you. What we want to do is that I haven't seen your favor. We have seen you, so we are pinning your video. Okay, class, I think that is favor. Favor, that is not. No, we need the solution itself. Okay, what favor I've done, can we all see? No, we don't need that one. What you have done at that place is not of our concern. Okay, that is the solution. Now, I want you all to focus on what favor is doing, and then we'll be able to see maybe what we are doing, what favor is doing is correct. Are we there now?
Yes,
So
sir.
let's see what favor is doing. Maybe what favor is doing is correct. From what I want us to see, and in looking at on what favor is doing, I want you to be very, very careful Look at the heading. What can you see on what Favor is doing? What can you see? Look at it. I want to be the one talking only now. So that's why I'm saying that's why I pinned Favor's video. Are we there now? Favor, can we see your video only? So it's only Favor you want to see. Are we all seeing what Favor is presenting?
No, sir. I'm not seeing it here.
Yes.
You can't see what Favor is doing?
Yes.
Okay. 1 minute. I want to make sure it's only Favor we can see. Favor, we can't see your video again. What's going on?
Sir is here and he's still there.
Okay, everybody, can you see Favor now?
Yes, sir. I can see her.
Okay. Favor, you are taking your video away.
Okay, sir.
Okay, can we all see what Favor video is all about? Now, the first thing we have to learn as lesson is that
Yes, sir.
Favor, when you are solving your question, the name of the company you are doing or the entity, which is Buhari, are we there now? Buhari Farm should be the first thing on the line. You should not write it outside the margin. Now, these are the common mistakes that you make in the exam. Are we all there now? So
Yes,
what we
sir.
are saying is that name, Buhari, are you there? Should be the first thing that you should have. Are we there? Favor? So that should be the first
Yes, sir.
thing that should be on the line. Gabriel, do you have any question? You are raising your hand.
Sir? No.
Is there any question? No.
No, sir.
Then listen again. Do you have any question? Gabriel, do you have any question?
No, sir. No.
Okay, let's go back to Favor solution. Okay. So are you with me? Favor, let's talk, please, so we know that you are there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Favor is the one on the floor. Favor, then number next, you talked about statement of gross output. Like what I've told you, might not need to put /product, statement of gross output. Then number next, Favor, you should have told us the classification. Which ones are crops and which ones are livestock? What you just did was that you just decided to just give us goats like that. That will make you lose some mark. Are you getting that now? And then number next, what you have usually done, Favor, we are scrutinizing your work. You are covering your video.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you seen it now? Then again,
Yes, sir.
those are what you have to do. Do we have any other person that wants to share his own solution? Any other person?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, you have the floor.
But okay.
Ajala, oh yeah. Put it on your solution, Ajala. This is still Favor zone. No, this is not Ajala. Ajala, speak, please.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, let's see. Put your camera on your phone, on your solution. Okay, from what we are seeing from you, Ajala. Okay. Don't worry, we can see what you are doing. Now you can see the way your work is too not tidy. Statement of gross output is not tidy enough. Then you did not tell us the classification of your product. Are you there, Ajala?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you, Ajala. Okay,
Yes,
can you see
sir.
that now? So that is that. I think you have also learned your own lesson.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
who else also have? So I cannot survive. So I cannot solve. Abibat, are you online?
Gabriel is online.
Yes, sir.
Do you also want to tell us your own?
Okay, sir.
Abibat, let's see your solution.
Okay, sir.
Your solution.
using a
Your
laptop,
solution. We don't
so-
want to see your face. It's your solution.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm using a laptop, so I don't know how we're going to see it.
Yes, place it in front of the camera of your laptop.
Okay. Can you see it?
Okay.
Is it clear?
That's what we want to see. Okay, thank you. No, don't worry. You just put it in front. We'll let you know. Maybe what you have done is correct. Okay, just bring it down a little bit. Okay, from what you have done, just bring it down a little bit. Abibat. Okay, Abibat, from what you have done, we have seen. No, just hold it steady. It's all right like that. Hold it steady. Don't move. Okay. Now, from what you have done, Abibat, who is the owner of this business? Buhari? From what you have also done, what you have done here is that you did not let us know the classes of the product. And your Naira
No, I
is
wrote
not
it.
well.
I wrote the classes of the product.
So if you have written
Yes, sir.
from the class of the product that you said you wrote, from what I'm seeing here, which one is livestock? You said you wrote it,
cow
but the
and
crop,
goat.
I can see the crop is stand on this line. We state of so now
I
you
can't
are
hear.
doing it.
I can't hear you, sir. Hello.
Yes, you can so
I can't hear you, sir.
I said your crop, the word crop is standing on the same line with gross of output. So is that correct?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So okay, I've seen everybody's own. Thank you very much. I should go.
Sir, can I stop my video?
Okay, who is this now? Who is this person?
Yes,
This is who is sharing again?
Hi.
Who is the I? Oh yeah, Gabriel. Gabriel, are you the one sharing?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, let's see your own solution. Gabriel, I hope you are not Ijebu man. No. Why are you dividing your notes? Okay, anyhow, we have also seen your own. Buhari, but Gabriel, you didn't tell us which account you are preparing. You just said Buhari's farm.
Yes,
What's
sir.
the solution? If you have done this in the exam, you won't get the full marks.
No,
Did you get that, Gabriel?
But I just think maybe I've seen my this thing.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Now, I think that is good. I'm very happy with that. I will say I'm very happy with all of you. I've been able to see all what you guys have done. Okay, can we move on now? Are we moving?
Yes, sir.
Before we move on, sir.
Yes, I'm listening.
Before we move on, on getting the gross profit. Hello, sir.
I'm listening.
Okay. Getting the gross profit, so the way we subtract it, or we are just going to put it under.
No, you just put the value under it. Now, can I solve my own so that you guys will see the steps? Now, everybody, look at it. This is my own solution. The first thing I have here is all Buhari farms. Is it farm or farm? We are just told Buhari what? Farm. Are we together? Who is there? Okay, so as I move on, we have what called Buhari farms. So after the Buhari farm, the next thing we'll be asking ourselves is what is the question the examiner asked me to solve. So I go to the question, and the question is statement So in Buhari farm now, after Buhari farm, and I go to what we call the statement. So I have what we call statement of gross output product. So I look at the two products. I can put crop first, anyone. I have what we call crop, and I have what we call livestock. Crop,
Excuse me,
I have
sir.
what we call.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please. I'm
You said
listening.
it's either gross output or product. Why using gross
Yes,
output product?
can use any of the two. So I don't want, and please, you see, there's been a lot of issue with this. I can call it gross output. Are we there now? But in your exam, the examiner might be a bit cunning. Whatever they give you as the requirement is what you are going to do. Like I have an example of that in your question. If you go down the question I've given to you, I think is it this question? No. Look at what they said. The examiner said, give me the gross output. Can you see this one now? Give the gross output. Are you there? Live and that. And that's why your question number 6 is going to be your first assignment. You see? So that's why I'm telling you gross output, and some can call it the gross output product. So whatever the examiner calls it is what you should follow. Do you understand that, please? Any other question?
So, is it safe to add account, or you can just
It's
write
good
statement
to,
of
yes,
gross output?
like what I've told you. So it's an account, it's a statement of gross output product, or you now add the word account. Any other question?
Okay, nothing, sir.
Okay, so we have millet. After millet, what do I have? Which other
Granite.
product?
Granite.
Granite. After granite, I now have cow and what?
Good.
And goat. Yes or no? So I have the naira here. Then I'm going to work according to the question that I have. I have sales. Are you there now? Sales. So the 3 items are going to be up, which is for my income is sales. Are we together? Subsidy and what? Own consumption. So I can now go back to my solution page. I now have it.
So what of
I have
the heading?
sales. Pardon? There's nothing wrong if you put the word income here.
Okay, sir.
So you have sales, I have subsidies, and I have what we call own consumption. So that is that. What do I have next? And I have the cost of what? Of sales. In the cost of sales, what are the 3 items that you have?
Stock.
Opening inventories, purchases,
You have
and closing inventories.
opening, purchases, and what?
Closing inventories.
Closing inventory. So I can now work on those 3 too. And those ones, they will not give me wahala. So you just, if you see what I'm doing, I'm trying to make sure that all my work are being put in place. So I have what opening, inventory, then I have purchases, then I have what called closing inventories. Then here will be my
Gross product. Gross output. My God, shit.
okay. Can we fill in the gaps now?
Yes, sir.
So in filling the gaps, so let's have what is the value for sales? Yeah. Sales for millet. You guys are the ones to give me answer now. Oh, yeah,
60,000.
60,000.
50,000.
60.
60.
60.
40 for
40.
millet.
For millet is 40,000.
Hope you have not given me poison.
40,000.
For millet, you
Sales
said how much?
40,000.
40,000.
So who gave me 60?
Favor
Favor.
You are testing me. What is the sales value for groundnut?
30,000.
30,000.
30,000.
What is the sales value for cow?
60,000.
60,000.
60,000.
What is for goat?
80,000.
80,000.
80,000.
80,000.
80,000.
What is the subsidy for millet?
25,000.
25,000.
What is the subsidy for groundnut?
6,000.
6,000.
What is the subsidy for cow?
Subsidy for millet is
15,000.
25,000.
10,000.
I think you guys are getting confused though. Subsidy for
It's-
millet is 25.
Yes.
Subsidy for groundnut is how much? 6,000.
6,000.
What
Yes,
is the
sir.
subsidy for cow?
15,000.
15,000.
What is the subsidy for for goat?
10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
Okay. What is the own consumption for millet?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
What is for groundnut?
3,000.
3,000.
What is for cow?
Nothing.
6,000. No,
Nothing.
nothing.
What is for goat?
6,000.
6,000.
Ilekpe.
6,000.
6,000.
So that is that. Opening inventory. What do I have?
For
10,000.
millet, 10,000.
For me, how much?
10,000.
10,000.
Granite 15,000.
Calm down.
For cow.
40.
40,000.
For goat.
20,000.
For purchases. Millet.
45.
45,000.
5,000.
Pardon?
45.
For groundnut.
2,000.
2,000.
Pardon?
2,000.
2,000.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
For
sir.
cow.
20,000.
For goat.
15,000.
16.
12,000.
Ah,
Class, please confirm. Oh, I think favor is
12,000,
going.
sir. Favor is
Okay.
going.
Okay, what's that discipline inventory?
14,000.
40,000.
Pardon?
14,000. 1-4.
6,000.
14,000. What is the closing inventory for groundnut?
12,000.
What is the closing inventory for cow?
10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
What is the closing inventory for goat?
6,000.
So can we get the values now? This is ours. 65,000. What's the second one here? This is
39,000.
39,000. What is
75.
for this? 40,000.
75.
What's the answer for two?
96. 96.
Sir.
Okay, what's the answer for
Oh, wow.
cost of sales?
41.
41,000.
Sir, the granite. Sir,
5,000.
subsidy for granite. Is it
5,000.
6,000 or 60,000?
Pardon?
Subsidy for granite. Is it 6,000 or 60,000?
Subsidy for groundnut. Subsidy for groundnut is 6,000. No.
Wow.
Okay, what's that the cost of sales for groundnut, please? 15 plus 2
5,000.
minus 12.
5,000. 5,000.
Okay, 60 minus 10, that is 50,000.
50. 26.
Then
60,000.
20 plus 12 minus 6.
26.
26.
Okay, now I now need my gross output. The difference between 65 and 41, what is the difference?
24,000.
24,000. Next, 39 minus 5.
34,000.
34,000.
70 minus that means what?
25,000.
25.
On your own. You are testing me. How much did you call it?
25.
Okay, I was telling you.
25, sir.
I want to confirm maybe you are with me. Then 96 minus 26.
70,000.
70.
So that is that. Now let's assume to mark myself what I have done. Now let me give you how we mark. This one mark. I give this one. Then your classification is properly done. Proper headings. Are you there? So you see. Any question? So that is that.
No, sir.
So we count all tickets.
So what of the currency?
Currency. Now that is not where it's very interesting. You might not earn any mark for currency. But the question is that if you don't put the currency, it means everything you have done is zero. Hey man. Because can you have any account without putting the monetary measurement? So any question for me? Are we there? So all what we have done now is our ability to prepare the gross output. So I want to quickly do another so that I will know that we are done much of that today. Now the next thing we are going to is what called cost classification. What did I call it, class? Cost classification. Cost classification. When we are talking about cost classification in a farm, when you are looking at farm activities, are we there? The cost classification will always be divided into two. And I want you to be very careful. It's divided into what called the direct. Are we there now? Direct, sometimes some will call it relevant cost. And we have what called the indirect. Indirect sometimes are also seen as the selling. Are we there now? Distribution cost and maybe marketing. Now, what do we mean by direct cost or relevant cost? When you are into farming, there are costs that are direct. We are saying costs directly incurred for the product to be produced. For the product to begin to be produced. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, be very careful. The product, the direct cost relate to what is the nature of the product you are doing. If it is crop and livestock, the costs are not the same.
So is it direct or did you say direct or relevant?
Yes, we can either call it direct or relevant. Do you get that now?
Yes, sir.
But I prefer using the word direct because when you are in your exam, you get to see that they use more of direct. So when you say cost, directly incurred. So those are the costs that you directly incurred for the product to be produced. Are we there now? Now, if it's crop, if I would like to ask, what are those expenses you must incur in order for you to produce anything that is crop? Let's say you want to produce maize. Pardon? I'm listening.
Cultivation of land.
Okay, you talk about cultivation of the land. Next.
Then we have making ridges, making of ridges.
All those ones, they are all part of cultivation. The main one you are not talking is about the seedling. Can you produce any crop without you having the seed?
No.
Are you there? So you need the seed. You also need something when you are producing crop. You need what called the fertilizer. Are we together?
Yeah.
The fertilizer is a main product in terms of when you are producing for crops. The fertilizer. Okay? Oh yeah. Can I get any other one? Give me more. Pardon?
Sir, can we call all the replanting of operation or cultivation costs?
All of them, I put them cultivation of land. All those
Okay.
on weeding, pruning, I put them
Okay.
under that. So you can see all these, you're looking at the weeding, you talk about the pruning, all of them, they are all there. So yeah, give me more. This is the time that we know some of you who are farmers. You can see it's only Gabriel that is talking. Others, can I hear you, please?
Water.
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 Okay.
What if the
Talk
farm
about
there's
the
no
water.
easy access to water?
You need the water. I'm listening. How about what you call pesticides?
Sir, watering can.
Watering can.
You have what? So that is that. Now let's go to livestock. What are the direct costs attributable to livestock?
That is the building of the pen
Food.
or
Oh, you are all correct. Feeding. Next.
what of
Shelter.
building is not part of the cost?
Pardon?
Because the cost of making
Gabriel,
building
speak
a
up,
pen.
please. Okay.
The cost
We
of
also look
making
at that. Okay, but I will be very careful because the cost of building a pen is direct, but I'm going to take it as non-current asset. I want you to look at the ones that are normally you do every time that will be of trading. That one will go as non-current asset.
Okay, sir.
Have you guys, you should also know, do you know what we call the veterinary? The cost, because you need doctors. They also need their medicine. Are we there? The medicine.
But sir, can't that be under veterinary cost?
Who is watching you? The veterinary cost. Those are the doctors. Then you have their medicine, which I do with their medicine. Okay, what else do you have?
But sir, is medicine not associated with veterinary costs?
No, the veterinary cost. That is the doctor that will take care of them now.
Yes.
What else do I have? I'm listening. Mo buying. Yes, or money.
And we also have
very well in livestock. You can also talk about the cost of infants. Maybe you have to go and buy them. If you need to go and buy those animals, like the one you do when you are doing chicken, you buy the chicks. And those are what we call direct costs. So what we have been able to do here is that when we are preparing farmers account, when you are preparing a farm account, are we there now? But I don't know why we all still refer to it as farmers account. Is that you must make sure you consider all these costs. And your ability to consider all these costs is that they are going to give you things and access on how to get them done. Are we getting that now? So
Yes,
that is what we look at. Now, what I will now have to do is that we now know what we call the direct product, and that. So what is the format? So if you're going to do a farmer's account, what is the format? When you are talking about single product,
Sir, format for farmers account.
Yes. Format.
Okay.
So now in this case, the format we now want to do what called statement of profit or loss. Statement of what class? Profit or loss.
Loss.
So this for a single product. If you have an organization that's a farmer that's only producing one product. Look at what we are going to have. You are just going to have the sales, which you know. Then you are now going to have what called cost of sales. Under cost of sales, you are going to have what called opening inventory. Are we together? You are going to have chase. You are going to have what called the closing inventories. Gives you is going to be your gross. You now remove all the expenses, plus all the expenses. Now consider all the indirect expenses. So at the end of the day, what are you going to arrive at? The net profit. This for one product. Are we with me? Now be very careful. These sales that you are seeing here may comprises of many things that you are selling. Are you there now? It can be the main product. Are we together? It can be the buy product. It can be what we can call the processed product. Do you want me to explain this for you? Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Main product, for example, maybe you are in poultry. The main product can be bed. You know, you are selling the bed. The byproduct of a poultry, or the bed or the egg. The byproduct is that you can decide to say, okay, you activate them for the first. Are you together? Maybe
Yes,
for their feathers or that. Or processed product. When you do bed,
I didn't hear
fowl,
what you said.
So we can't hear
I didn't
you.
hear the example you gave for byproduct.
I said for poultry, the main product is the bed. You can decide to rear the chicks and then you sell them as birds. Are you there now? Like the fowl. Do you get what we are saying?
Yes, sir.
That is what we call main product. So the sales can either be that you are rearing the chick in order for them to become bird. Are we getting that? Number two, are you with me? The
Yes,
byproduct. And maybe you are rearing the chicks and you want them to be giving you want to be using them to be taking their feathers, or you'll be selling their eggs. Do you get that now? Are you there?
yes, sir.
Or you are rearing the chicken so that you can kill them, so that you go and sell it for people that are doing what we call frozen foods. So whichever you have, they will all still be under the sales. Are you getting that?
Yeah, so sir, the example for byproduct is egg.
Yes, what you can get from them. That byproduct
Okay.
are the product you can get from a particular thing. When you get to your costing in your HS3, your costing lecturer will speak more on that. But for me, I am trying to just see, because like when we get to cow, you can see the cow, they can sell the cow egg, as they sell the cow as a whole. Sometimes they might kill the cow and they will get what we call skin for meat. You know, after killing the cow, they can decide to sell the skin, they can sell the horn. There are some of them, if they die, they sell the carcasses. Are you there now? It's still
Yes,
part
sir.
of sales. Are you getting what we are saying?
Yes, sir.
So, now, when we now get to cost of sales, very, very careful. The element of inventory here is something that will comprises of what we call the direct product. Direct what class?
Product.
Direct product. Direct product, which can be in form of their foodstuff. If it is animal, you know, you keep inventory of the food they are eating. So if there's anyone that they've not finished consuming in the last product, you add it. Are we getting that now? So that's what I call the food stuff. Apart from the food stuff, you can also have other items. Are we there now? Which can maybe for their product or their medicine. So you look at their medicine, you can also be there. Now, purchase. I want to be very careful about this. Purchases. Now, let's see. If it is purchases, look up. You can also see whereby what we call purchases the food stuff. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Now, you can also talk about the purchases of those animals, maybe of those animals. If you are going to have any one of them, maybe you are rearing poultry and you want to buy more birds. That is it. Now, there's this one that I have to tell you that you guys might have to do. It's because when you talk about livestock, there are some livestock that you have as of your inventory that you will not purchase. That you will not purchase, not purchase. Are we there now? Some of the items in livestock that you will not purchase. And I'm sure you want to laugh. For example, if you have a hen, you have a cock and 2 hens in your house, and you are rearing them, by December, will you still have only those 3 fowls?
No.
What are the things that have happened? They would have given what? Back.
What about
I can see Daniel is around. So Daniel will understand that very well.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, blessing.
Under purchases, you can buy foodstuff, new animals, right?
Yes.
The livestock you are talking about now, are you talking about the things that we can't buy? That is not under
Yes,
purchases.
No, I'm telling you that there are some things that could be added to your stock and you are not buying them. But by the virtue that they are livestock and you are rearing them, they can increase your inventory.
Okay, so what you're talking about is what we are not buying, but is increasing our inventory.
Yes, please. And like, for example, now, if you have a cock and you have 2 hens in your compound, you are rearing them. Are you getting what I'm saying? At the end of the year,
yes, sir,
if you have 3 guys, are you telling me that at the end of the year, it's only 3 fowls that you have?
No, sir.
No.
They would have given birth to some chicks. And those chicks, did you go to the market to buy them?
No, sir.
No. So that is that. So what I want you guys to realize now, because I'm going to give you an assignment, is that at the end of the class, you guys now know how to prepare what we call statement of gross output account. Statement of gross output account or statement of gross output product account, whichever name they call it, just know. And then you now know how to also differentiate the direct cost of a crop and livestock. Any questions?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
so
Yes,
I'll go back to that page.
Sir, you said when we have only one product that we'll find statements, we'll prepare statement of profits or loss. But when we have multiple products, we'll prepare statement of gross
No,
output.
Adela. I will explain now.
Okay.
When you have single products, your sales will just be one item.
Okay.
Are you there? Just sales. Yeah, when we have multiple products too, you are still going to prepare statement of what? statement of profit or loss. I will show you. Statement of profit or loss. But when it has to do with multiple products, look at what we are going to do. The multiple product will now be what we call gross output. Live stock. So you are going to tell us maybe cattle and goats. You write that. Then you
Okay.
now come and say direct expenses for livestock.
Sir,
Yes?
is this the gross output from the statement of gross
Yes,
output?
please. God
Okay,
bless
okay.
you. So if they give you if you are given multiple products, before you can prepare the statement of profit or loss, you must have prepared the gross output. Did you see the difference now?
Yes, sir.
So if it's a one product that the farmer is having, you only just have sales. But whereby the farmer has two or more products, you are going to prepare the gross output first, then before you now bring it to the statement of what?
Profit or loss.
Profit or loss. And you can now say I have the feeding, the veterinary. So I can also have maybe this feeding has go to dairy. You can also have their medicine. Then you also have what called other direct
Expense.
cost. So you have that, then you deduct. That will give us whatever we are having at the end of that day. Then I will now move again. I will now tell you will now have to prepare gross output for crop. Gross output for what class? Crop. So you also tell us that answer that maybe you have corn, you have corn and maize, they are the same thing. You have maybe you now have potato. So whatever is that one, you also have the value written. Then you now also tell us what is the direct cost. So let's get the direct cost. What are the direct costs for this? We have fertilizer. 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 What are the other things that have been crossed?
Water.
You have the seedling. You can also have the cultivation of land. I'm continuing here so that I can have more space. You have cultivation of the land. What else? Okay, according to Allah, you also have water. Oh, yeah, more. Help me. What else? I can't hear.
Cultivation.
Okay, according to you, I'll just order
Pesticide.
direct. So we have the pesticide. So at the end of the day, you subtract. Now look up the addition. You add this together. The addition means that the addition of this. You add which is gross output, you deduct it from non-direct. Whatever is now the answer here, we now have our gross profit. That's what? Gross profit. Any question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ask question. I'm listening.
So for the first format you gave for one product,
Yes, that's for one product.
is there not supposed to be direct expenses for that one?
No, you see, all the direct expenses are referred to as the cost of sales. Because all the direct expenses will be inside cost of sales. Because they are all one product.
Okay.
So want you to also know that technically, your cost of sales is referred to as direct cost in this instance. Any question?
No, sir.
Any other person having any question? So when we now get to multiple products, this is what you are going to have. So I'm not going to solve any question that has to do with multiple products now, or any question that has to do with statement of gross output. But what I want us to do now, and which is your own assignment, is that class, from what I've given to you, you are going to solve question number 6 for me. And I want you to give me your answer. Look at what we have. You know, I told you anytime you are given a question, the first thing you have to do is to read the question. Look at this question. What will you have to do? Prepare the farm's account for the year ended 1 December 2015, calculating only the what class? Gross output for what? Crops. Gross output for livestock, direct expenses for that. So what I will quickly do is this. I'm not going to make you guys to go weary done and done. You have this question in front of you. Can you determine the gross output for me? Hello? Hello, everyone. Can you prepare the gross output?
Yes, sir. Hello.
So this is what I'm going to do. This will be your assignment. So I want you to do question number 6 as assignment. Then I will now get you submit. Our next class is on Thursday, so I want to see your solution before that time.
Okay, sir.
Or you want to submit it now?
Sir, excuse me, only question number 6, right?
Yes, please. And in that
Okay.
question number 6, you can see.
Blessing, you want to do more?
Pardon?
No, I was seeing closing inventory before. I thought it was only one question. Then I saw one long page. So I was thinking it was 2 questions.
No, it's question number 6. It started from here. You are told the following balances were started from the book of Arike Farms Limited for the year ended 31 December 2016. So you can see regular labor, petrol, depreciation, bank charges, opening inventory. Now, one thing I want you to get, what is the value of this opening inventory here?
11,072
Now,
naira.
to know correct, can you add this opening inventory for me? Add all the value of this opening inventory. That's 2,512, 2,000.
Okay. 11,072.
What did you call the amount?
11,072 naira.
You can see it's correct. Did you get that now? So what you are going to do now is your ability to now tell me what is the direct expense, what is this what we have as our what? Statement of gross output. Are we there now? For the crops, and then the statement of what? Gross output for livestock, 2 of them together. Then you now tell me the direct cost. A lot of students, when this question was tested, something similar to this, a lot of students could not solve the answer because they were all preparing statement of profit or loss. But what the examiner requires is that you only want to see the statement of gross output and the statement of direct expenses. So the time is 7:30. Can you guys give it a try now? Do you want to try it now?
sir.
Hello? Pardon?
Hello, sir.
Do you want to try it now? Huh?
Which one is that, sir?
Yeah, this question now. Can you try it now?
Okay, we should prepare product accounts.
Yeah?
Then
So
we
the
should
examiner said you should prepare the gross product account. You want to do it now or you want it as assignment?
assignment, sir.
Assignment.
Sir,
Assignment.
so we're not supposed to prepare statement of profit or loss.
No, that is not part of this requirement. What the examiner just wants here is the gross output for product, crop, livestock, direct expenses. You don't need the statement of profit or loss.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, like
I'm listening.
what does the examiner require from these questions? This particular question
Yes.
is only, we are going to split it. Gross output of crop alone. Then B, gross output of livestock.
Mm-hmm.
C, all the direct expenses to crop. We are
Then,
calculate everything together.
mm-hmm.
Then direct expenses to livestock, we calculate everything together and then we give it to them.
Then, so you
All right,
can
sir.
see what they are doing here now. So this one now is not the one that we bring them together. They want to see what is the gross output for crops. That will be your solution A. Then what is the gross output for livestock? That is your solution B. What is the direct expenses for crop? That is solution C. And what's the direct expenses for livestock?
So we should do everything separately.
Many. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
but for A and B, we can use the format we used earlier, right?
Yes. You see, as much
Okay.
as I know you can do that, I want you to be very, very careful so that you don't lose any mark. And I'm always going to say this, is that it's something good for you to just do it one by one. But if you are going to use it in a columnary form, make sure that column, are you there, that you are doing is a column that the examiner will be able to know, okay, this is what you are referring to. And that's why I want you guys to do it. So I will see how you are going to present your solution. Because some of you will present your solution in a way that the examiner will be confused. Are you there now? If you want to produce your solution using a table, it's still right. You are going to now show me that table that this is for crop, this is for livestock, and this is the grand total. Then you also tell me the one that is for what? The one that is for the direct expenses. So how do you want it?
I think separately is okay.
Whichever. But whichever you are doing, and that's why I'm going to let you have your way. You know, if you are doing it separately, it means crop, you are going to have two. But if you are going to put the two together, it means that you must present in a very good format. And you are going to see me do it, whereby you guys will get to see. And one thing you have to know very well is that there are many ways. Some scholars believe that the closing inventory should be added to the sales. Why some say no, it should be deducted from the what cost of sales. Whichever you do, your presentation will let us know. So are you guys giving it a try tonight? Since we are all in the comfort of our home, can we try it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will do this. In the next 10 minutes, can you give me the answer for the statement of gross output? The statement of gross output for crops only. Oh yeah, let's do that. I'm waiting for all of you. So your
What's the name of the account of the business?
The question is in your hand. Okay, you don't have it. I will help you out. That is what we call Arike Farm.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Daniel, you are back. You've done 2 minutes, so you guys have 8 minutes more.
Nígbà ló bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Okay. I'm helping you. I'm telling you why you only need the only information that you need. What's the answer? What's the answer?
This look there, I don't see anything.
You did not see anything there.
Momo, phone it.
Who said you did not see anything? Arike Farms Limited. Fún mi lánsà.
Ambo.
Answer ń bọ̀ o. Nígbà tó dé.
Who is sleeping? Daniel. Ajala. No more there.
How come you, sir?
So can we stop now? So what is the gross output for crop?
For cassava, 1688.
That is a school of thought. What is for yam?
For yam is 1996.
I think that is coming from Abibat. Is that Abibat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Abibat, that is Abibat school of thought. Who else is giving us figure? Yeah, Abiba has finished our own. So Abiba, that means you have finished number A.
Yes, sir.
And all things being equal, if you can get number A, it means you get number B.
Yes, sir.
Are you working on the B?
Yes, sir.
Gabriel,
Sir,
we can't hear you. Where's your answer? Daniel, Blessing, Favor, Gracie.
Sir,
Where's
you cannot hear
Cecilia?
you.
sir,
I
for
know, Daniel, you
cassava.
are quiet today. What is for
Sir,
cassava? That is
for
Gabriel,
cassava.
Abi.
Yes, sir. The gross output is 1688.
Okay. For yam.
16 for yam, that is 1996.
Okay, that is correct too. Let's see. David, Daniel, Favor, Gracie, Blessing.
Potential, you may want to master. Now you tell lie.
Ah. Daniel, I'm listening.
Sir, I don't understand it. I don't understand anything.
Okay. Okay, Daniel, you came in late.
I came in very late. Yes, sir.
Okay, don't worry, we'll explain.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Daniel, hello.
Okay, class, let me quickly solve it because we are having somebody who is with us. So once I do crop, so Daniel will be able to find his view on livestock. So let me quickly get my own solution page. So the question we are solving now. So this is the solution to Arike farms. Arike's farm is question number what, class? Question number 6. So what the examiner is asking for is for us to pay. So what's the name of the company? We have Arike's Farms. Are we there now? Farms Limited. Is that what the examiner gave us? So he asked us to put a statement of gross output. So I'll come here, I have what called statement of gross output for the year ended. What's the end of the year? December 31, 2016. So yeah, now I want to do for crop only. Crops. So in my crops there I have what called cassava and I have what called yam. I'm not doing for, and please note very well, this is in thousands. So the first thing I need here is what are the things that are the incomes. From the incomes I have sales. Apart from sales, I now have what called what class? Subsidies. Are we together? And I think those are the only two incomes that I have here. And I'm doing this so that maybe in case I want to add livestock. And then I have my total here. So for Daniel, that you joined late, you can see what we are doing now. So we'll now move on. Then I can now move to the next one. My cost of what? Cost of sales. I have what called the opening inventory. I have the purchases. Then I have the closing what?
Closing inventory.
Okay. So I haven't gotten all these values, so I just move. So you guys have the question and you can help me out. The sales for cassava is how much? 4,800. The sales for yam is how much? 5,300 and what? 16. What is the value for subsidy? Cassava, 420. Yes or no?
Yes.
What is for yam? 1,168. Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was testing you to that you are with me. So,
No, it's 448.
what is the value? Subsidy for yam?
448.
448.
448.
Correct. What is the opening inventory? What is the opening inventory for cassava?
2512.
Pardon?
2512.
12. What is the opening inventory for yam?
2,480.
What is the purchases for cassava?
15.
What is the purchases for yam?
25.
What is the closing inventory for cassava?
480.
480, correct? So in this case, you are deducting. What is the closing inventory for yam?
1,168.
So that's that. So can I get the amount for this income and for this? That. So can I get my cross?
5,220.
This is 5,220. What is for yam?
5,808.
808. So what is the cost of sales?
3,532.
3,532. What is for yam?
3,812.
3,812. So class, I get my gross output now.
1,688.
Then what is for
1,996.
this? That is correct. So, Daniel, can you do for livestock? Daniel, unmute your mic, please. Can you do for livestock now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So do you get everything we have done now?
Yes, sir.
Now, class. So I think you can now do all. You can all attempt livestock. Can we do the direct cost for crops? Do you need me to fill for livestock? I think we can also do livestock together now. Let's quickly just fill in that. What is the sales for cattle? What is the sales for cattle?
23,120.
Thank you. Daniel, you are live with us now. What is the subsidy for cattle?
840.
Correct. So Daniel, you are now with us. What is the opening inventory for cattle? Daniel, for cow, Daniel.
For cow, 4,400.
Correct. What is the purchases for cow?
17,440.
Correct. What is the closing inventory for cattle? For cow, please.
400.
Correct. So I think you can get that one done with. Okay. Then we are still on the same. We are still with me. So what you have to do for me now, Daniel? What is the sales for ram?
4,960.
What is the subsidy for ram?
3,944.
Subsidy for ram, Daniel.
Sorry, 400. 400.
Thank you very much. What is the opening inventory for ram?
1,680.
What is the purchases for ram?
3,944.
What is the closing inventory for ram?
800.
So I think you two, you're on that page now. So can you all give me the answer? What's now the total income I need for cow and ram?
23,960.
Pardon?
26,960.
26,000 for which one?
No, 23,960 for cow.
960.
Yes.
Okay, for ram, how much?
5,360.
Okay, what is the cost of sales for cow? Blessing, I can't hear you. Yeah, go on, everybody. Abibat and the rest.
21,440.
21,440. What is the amount for ram?
4,824.
4,824. So can I get a gross out now?
2,520.
Then what is the amount for ram?
536.
So that is that. That is the final answer. Any question for me? None. So I think I still have some time. I want to quickly just solve the direct expenses. Can I go on?
Yes, sir.
Gabriel, are you there with me?
Yeah, with you, bro.
Okay. Daniel, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, can we solve the direct expenses now? So for Arike Farms Limited, let's now get the statement. So the statement of direct expenses for the year ended December 31, which year? 2016. So we have for crop and we have for livestock. So to make our job easier, we are going to pick them one by one. So class, can you go back to the question? What's the first item that you have in the question that you can tell me that is the direct expenses? Let me help you with the question. So let's start. Regular labor expenses, is it direct?
Yes.
Yes or no? Is it direct?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, sir.
Because regular labor is not a direct expenses. Regular labor is not a direct expenses because I want you to know there are two forms of labor. We have casual labor and regular. Regular is overhead. But when you talk about casual labor is direct. And that is where a lot of students missed it out in this question. So please note, regular labor is not direct. What is direct is what, class? Casual what? Labor.
Casual labor.
Petrol and lubrication, is it direct? No. Are you there now? Depreciation, is it direct? No. All these ones, they are what we call the admin expenses. Remember what you were taught in your ATS 1? Are you there? They are all called admin expenses. Insurance, income. Is insurance direct expenses? No. Is bank charges direct expenses?
No.
Okay. Is general expenses direct expenses? No. Is opening inventory direct expenses? No, in this case, because we would have used it as part of our gross output. Is sales part of our direct expenses?
No.
No. Now, is fertilizer direct expenses?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
For which of the item? Is it crop or livestock?
Crop.
Crop.
Good one. Crop casual labor, is it direct expenses?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Feed, is it direct expenses?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Livestock veterinary medicine, is it direct expenses?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Livestock sundry expenses, is it direct expenses?
No.
Yes. Because that livestock, that is what called the direct expenses to. I would have preferred that the examiner use what called livestock direct expenses. You know, we are saying all the various expenses that you incur in order to bring it to life. Okay, electricity and rent, is it direct expenses?
No.
No. Purchases, is it direct expenses?
No.
It is, but we can't use
No.
it
Why?
because it's added
It has been used where?
in the gross
In
output
the gross
account.
output.
Okay, correct, blessing. Seed, is it direct expenses?
Yes.
Okay, which of the direct expenses?
For crop.
Crop.
Good one. Crop and other expenses, is it direct expenses? Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, let's
Yes,
go
sir.
to the next one now.
For crop.
Livestock casual labor, is it direct expenses?
Yes, sir.
Dairy expenses, is it direct
Yes, sir.
expenses?
Yes,
No.
Is
sir.
dairy expenses direct
Ye-
expenses?
Yes.
Oh,
Mm,
yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Because it's food for the livestock.
Correct. So can we prepare the direct expenses chart now? Can I?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1 or 2 with that, we are class for today. So the first item that was identified in that question is fertilizer. So how much is the fertilizer? I need your help. You have the question with you.
Fertilizer is
How much is the fertilizer?
80 naira.
1,120.
80.
Eh?
80.
Fertilizer, how much?
1,120.
1,000
Abi?
what?
120.
Correct. 1,120. That is correct. So I have it there. 1,120. And nothing concern livestock. Next, what do I have? And I work casual work class. Crop casual labor. How much is the crop casual labor?
Casual labor.
Crop casual labor.
80
How much?
naira.
Eh?
80 naira. 80 naira.
Okay. Next. Good one. After that, I have to ask me, I'm listening.
So your voice is not clear. It's breaking.
Okay. Hear me now.
Yes, sir.
And the amount for fertilizer is 1,120. Casual labor is 80. Do we get that?
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Then
sir.
the next
Yes,
item
sir.
that we have is feed. What is the
Feed.
amount of the feed?
480.
Where would
480.
that be? Is it under crop?
Livestock.
Livestock.
Okay, how much is it? 480.
480.
Next item, what do I have? I will call the livestock.
Livestock.
Veterinary
Veterinary.
medicine.
Livestock what now? The veterinary. So what is the amount for the veterinary medicine?
640.
640.
60. Where will it be? Under livestock, correct?
Under livestock.
Next, what do I have again? Livestock,
Livestock sundry expenses.
sundry expenses. How much is it?
380.
380.
Where will I, under which of the column? Crops or livestock?
Livestock.
Livestock.
And how much is that? 380. Next, what do I have?
Seed.
Seeds. Where will seed be?
Under crops.
Crops.
Under crops. How much is that?
560.
Next, what do I have?
Crops and other expenses.
And other expenses.
Okay, thank you. Crops and other expenses. What is the amount?
420.
420.
So that is what we have. Next, what do I have?
Livestock
Casual
labor.
labor.
So that means we know where we have casual labor. Now we don't need to write twice. How much is for livestock casual labor?
240.
How much?
240.
How much, please?
240.
Okay.
240.
Next, what do I have? I've written that, Daniel. So I now have my daily now. My daily what? Expenses. What value of my daily expenses? That is 116. So I think that is the end. Total rate expenses. Yes, please. I'm listening, Daniel.
Gabriel.
Gabriel, I'm listening.
It's not Gabriel.
No, this is Favor. Favor G. Kobe. What's your question?
Yes, sir. I thought you gave us the question as an assignment.
But since we have time, some people said we should deal with it. So I decided to let us deal with it. So what is the answer so I can close the class?
Okay, sir.
What is the answer? Give me total, please. What's the total for crop?
2,180.
2,180. Class confirmed. That's coming from Daniel. I'm accepting the figure today. 2,180. Okay, what is the next one, please, everyone? So we end our class soon. We need to round up. Okay, I'm listening. 1,000 what?
1,900.
So correct. And I would like to say that this is very interesting. We've been able to get to do the first part of our farmers account today. So we simply mean when we get to meet in the next class, you get to look at the question. So I'm going to give you another part of the question as an assignment. Are we together? So for your assignment, are you with me? So for your assignment, there's an aspect that I want you to look at because there are still some other aspects. We are still looking at calculation, but there was a diet that the examiner decided to add theory. I'm still going to look at the theory in the next class. So for your assignment, I want you to solve question number 1. So are we there now? So for your assignment, you are going to do question number 1. So I would like to say a big thank you. We'll meet in the next class, and the next class is going to be on Thursday. So please note your assignment is question 1 on where we have the risk-free.
Please, how are we supposed to submit the assignment?
You have to submit your assignment on or before 10 a.m. on Thursday.
To you, in your DM.
Submit to me on my WhatsApp.
Okay, sir.
Okay, any question? So since we don't have any question,
Thank you, sir.
end the class here. And I'll say a big thank you. So I have to say, unto God be glory, honor, and adoration. Almighty God and Father, we thank you for the little we are doing today. God Almighty, that the little will be more than enough. Inshallah, you
Amen.
propel our effort to success. See you.
Amen.
Our next class is going to be on Thursday, and it's going to start from 6 a.m. If you have any other if you have any other question, pardon?
6 p.m. So you said 6 p.m. So
6 p.m. 6 a.m.
Yes,
We
sir.
don't have the class on 6 a.m. So, bye-bye. Can I end the class now, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See you, and God bless.